What's up guys, Ben here and welcome to Motivation to Invest. Nassim Taleb is one of the thought leaders of the investing game. His books, Anti-Fragile, Skin in the Game and Black Swan have become international bestsellers. Nassim Taleb was a trader who made millions betting on rare and consequential market events such as Black Monday in 1987. So he's definitely a very interesting character to learn about. So in this video I'm going to reveal my take on Nassim Taleb's top 3 rules for investing success. But before we dive into that, if you're new around here, why not consider joining the investing family by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. And if you wish to take things a step further, then why not hit that first link in the description below where you can gain access to my VIP membership group. That is where you can gain access to my buy and sell signals. So when I make my moves, you can make your moves, in addition to my entire investment portfolio, the stocks and the stories of how I built that portfolio to where it is today. So feel free to hit that first link in the description, head over, watch the video and see if it's for you. But with that being said, let's dive in. So kicking things off at rule number 3 is be aware of your own psychological biases. Now this is a big one and this is one that I truly embrace each and every day. So there are so many psychological biases and I bet many of you actually do them. I know I do. So I'm not going to run through them all. I'm just going to touch on a few. First, we'll touch on recency bias. So recency bias is basically that we tend to overly weigh recent events compared to events that happened in the past. So let's say 9/11 as an example. When 9/11 happened, many people weighed that event in their mind and many people actually didn't fly just after that event happened. But it turns out that actually statistically, that was one of the safest times to fly because just after the 9/11 event, everybody was on high alert. Security was at an all-time high. So it actually was one of the safest times to fly. The most dangerous time to fly was just before the 9/11 event because everybody was relaxed. Nobody actually thought there was going to be a major issue. So that is what's called recency bias. And I see that a lot in the market. Just because a stock is going up a lot recently doesn't mean it will continue to go up in the future. The second I'm going to touch on is survivorship bias. Now, this is a real big one. So I'll explain survivorship bias in a simple way. So imagine you're playing a game with the Russian mafia. You're playing Russian roulette. For those who don't know what Russian roulette is, they have a revolver with just one bullet in the gun, and you take turns firing shots before passing it on to the next person. If you fire the shot and you don't die, then of course you win. Now let's say somebody was crazy enough, they went to Russia and they played Russian roulette with the Russian mafia, and let's say they actually survived the game and won $1 million. Now what may happen then is they may succumb to survivorship bias. So let's say they go back to their home country, let's say it's the US, UK, wherever it may be. And now they're going around schools and they're saying to people, this is how I made $1 million. You simply play Russian roulette with the Russian mafia. It took me half an hour and I won $1 million. Look how easy that is. It's a great strategy. When really, we know that actually that isn't a great strategy. You just got lucky. But if they actually believe that that is a great strategy, and some people do, then that can be really dangerous in the stock market. Another great quote for this is, don't confuse a bull market with brains. If the market is going up, and you're making lots of money, enjoy it, but still remember, luck does play a part. Is that because the market's going up, or is that because I'm a great investor? It might be a little bit of both, and it usually is. You have to just be aware of how much of that is down to you and how much is down to things that you cannot control. Another example is, let's say you walk through a dynamite factory with an open flame and you're waving it around, and at the other end of the dynamite factory is $1 million. And let's say you walk through waving this flame around, you get to the other end, the factory hasn't exploded. Does that mean it's a great idea? Yes, you got lucky, you won the $1 million, but that doesn't mean it was a great strategy. And that's what we mean with these psychological bias. On to rule number 2, risk is actually okay as long as it doesn't lead to ruin. So it's okay to invest, it's okay to trade, it's okay to take some risk, but as long as that doesn't wipe you out. When you're investing, you need to weigh up the different probabilities. What's the best case, worst case, and likely case? The worst case is your entire account is wiped out, then don't take that investing decision. If your worst case is you lose 10%, 15%, 20%, then maybe you could take that decision if you plan to double, triple, or quadruple your money. And finally, rule number 1 is invest in companies with skin in the game. So skin in the game is a term which means the founder or the management owns a substantial portion of shares in that company. Now, an example of this could be Jeff Bezos, who founded Amazon back in the 90s. He stayed with that company up until now. It's turned it into a company worth over $1.5 trillion dollars, and he still has a large portion of shares in the company. That is what you call skin in the game. Another example could be Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, or even Elon Musk and Tesla. These founders are passionate about that business and they've got a great number of shares in the business. Now, what you need to watch out for is if the insiders, the management, the board, if they're selling their stocks or if they're buying more. So if they're buying more, that could be a good thing. If they're selling heavy and consistently, then you need to ask the questions. Why would they be selling? Because obviously they tend to know more information about the company than the general public. So why would they be selling unless they've spotted something terrible? Now, I actually track insider trading for many companies in the VIP membership group. So if you're interested in that, check it out. First link in the description below. But if you guys found some value in this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the YouTube AI. And if you're new around here and you still haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn that notification bell on. Only if you want more investing tips and exclusive stock market picks, which I'm personally investing into. And comment your thoughts below. What do you think of Nassim Taleb? And have you read any of his books? I'd love to hear from you, so please do comment below. With that being said, I hope you guys have a tremendous day, and I'll see you in my next video. Invest safe.